Okay, now we're gonna move on to your mouth. Your mouth seems to be nice and symmetrical to your face. I don't see any chapping of your lips or lesions or anything. If you could open your mouth for me, your buccal mucosa looks nice, pink and moist. Your tonsils look no redness or exudate. Your tongue protrudes midline. Hard and soft palate are smooth with no apparent masses or anything. Teeth appear to be present and in good repair. Your gums didn't appear to have any bleeding or anything. So now I'm going to do a few cranial nerve tests. So first we're going to start off with 9. This is your glossopharyngeal test. If you could just swallow for me. Okay, great. And now if you could open your mouth and say ah. This is cranial nerve number 10, your vagus nerve. And now we're going to do cranial nerve number 12. This is your hypoglossal. If you could stick your tongue out for me, move it up and down and side to side. Okay, and then put it inside your cheek on each side. Okay, great. So now I'm going to move on to your neck. I'm inspecting it. Your trachea is midline. I don't see any visible pulsations. There's no lesions or bruising or masses apparent. I'm going to check your carotid pulsation on each side. Great. Okay, next I'm going to listen to your carotid pulse with my bell. So I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath and exhale and hold it for me. You can go and do that. I'm going to listen in 3 separate locations. Okay, take a breath. And you can exhale and hold. Okay, great. Now I'm going to palpate for your lymph nodes, and I'm going to do this in a few different spots. No need to be alarmed. I'm going to start with your pre-auricular lymph nodes, okay, post-auricular, okay, occipital, okay, your submental, okay, submandibular, tonsillar, okay, your anterior cervical chain, posterior cervical chain, and your supraclavicular. Okay, did you feel any tenderness when I touched all of those? Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Everything looks good on your neck. Okay, I'm going to do some cranial nerve tests for your range of motion and your spinal accessory nerve number 11. So if you could just push up against my shoulders. Okay, great. And if you could push against my hand. Okay, and push against my hand. Okay, great. Now I'm going to move on to your back. I'm going to move. Okay. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to palpate your trachea. Palpate your, your thyroid. Okay. I'm looking at your back and inspecting. Your spine is in alignment, posture upright. I don't see any lesions or lumps or anything on your back. Can you tell me if you have any tenderness when I touch you? Mm-mm. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to listen to your back with the diaphragm of my stethoscope. If you can just take a deep breath when I touch you with it. Okay. All right, I'm going to move back to your anterior. Your AP to T diameter is 2 to 1. I don't see any use of accessory muscles at all. Okay, so I'm inspecting your interior. I don't see any lesions or lumps or anything. I'm going to palpate to see if you have any tenderness. Any here? Mm-mm. Here? Mm-mm. Here? Mm-mm. Okay, great. Now I'm going to listen. Okay. You just take a deep breath with me each time I touch you with my bell. great. I'm going to move on to your heart sounds from here. I'm going to be touching you at a bunch of different locations. So if you have any questions or anything, just let me know, but there's no need to be alarmed. Okay, I'm going to start with my diaphragm of my stethoscope, and I'm going to listen to your aortic valve, your pulmonic valve, Erb's point, tricuspid, and your mitral. And then I'm going to listen again with my bell, aortic valve, pulmonic, Erb's point, tricuspid, and your mitral. All right, and I'm going to have you turn around one more time, and then we're going to get on the bed, okay? I have one more thing to check out on your posterior. Okay, so I'm going to tap you on your back and just let me know if you have any tenderness when I do this, okay? This is checking for your CVA tenderness. Okay, this is checking for kidney inflammation. All right, and now I'm going to have you lay down on the bed. Okay, so I'm going to listen to all those heart sounds again, only while you're lying down. So if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm going to do it like this. All right, so I'm going to listen to your aortic valve, your pulmonic, Erb's point, tricuspid, and your mitral. And I'm going to do that one more time. Your aortic valve, pulmonic, Erb's point, tricuspid, and your mitral. So this time I'm going to need you to roll over onto your left side while I listen to your mitral valve. Okay, great. You can roll back. Okay, and now I'm going to palpate your mitral valve at your left intercostal space, left midclavicular line, 5th intercostal space. Okay,